Yes, I'll start with Bitcoin. Okay. So this morning we were quite in between levels, and I was suggesting three possible options. There are two directions, up and down, but three ways to get there. The least likely one is not happening. The red one I said is the least likely one, straight up, because we were somewhere around here this morning, and I said, what if we go straight up here? But that's the least likely. So I'll remove this one. And now we are above the 30K 500 level, which is a support and resistance level. We bounced off it and made a second higher low here. And now it looks like a W formation on the way up. So with this peak, a W formation, a double bottom formation, a 1-2, and then building itself an impulse upwards. That's what it looks like. Just like yesterday, we have two points that we need to look for. The confirmation is above the midline, and we passed it with the previous candle, but we need to hold it. So by holding it, I mean the shortest confirmation would be on the hour, having two candles. The first one that breaks the midline, and then the second one that closes above this midline. That would be a strong yes. If we want to take the signals on the 15-minute, if we are more comfortable with the higher risk of taking the signal on the 15-minute, I would wait again for two candles that confirmed on the 15-minute. So the first one broke it. This one seems to be going as well. It might come back to test this level. If it doesn't hold this level, it's coming down, not necessarily all the way down, but it probably will consolidate around it if it is to go up. If it is to go down, I wanted to clone this. The invalidation would be going past, I'm going to color code these. So the invalidation would be going past the lower leg of the W, and again closing below it. So having two candles, two 15-minute candles, closing below this level would mean that we are coming down. So because we are in this sideways action, we haven't left our sideways levels. If we break this, then our formation actually turns into an M formation coming down. So the invalidation would be getting a leg below. So this level, this midline doesn't hold, and we're coming down and we're breaking the previous leg. So that would be the New York trade today, the New York trade in the session today. Again, we are, in terms of MAs, on the 4-hour, we are gaining, price action is above the 200. It's kept the 200. It's kept the 20. It's kept the 5. So it's built quite a fair bit of support here. On the 1 hour, we are getting above the 200, the 50, and the 20 at the moment. It would be great to close of the 20 on the 1 hour, and then continue again with a possible target of 31.5 initially, and then I'm looking at 32.3, 32.5 as targets. For today's trade, I would leave a little bit in unless we do a massive retrace further on. But I'll keep you posted on the take profit strategies as we reach levels, in case we see this kind of rejection as we saw yesterday. So a double top formation is a sign of rejection. That's where Bitcoin is at the moment. Ethereum was in a very tight space. to start. There you go. So Ethereum was in this price compression pattern in this triangle, and even if we move the top line a little bit out like this to include a little bit more points, it looks like we're breaking out, and the target upwards would be the 1950 level, and it is level. It's a crucial level for Ethereum to get above. It is the level that has been holding this whole drop in this sideways. So if we continue our ascent from this triangle, 1950 would be the target. 1850 is a challenging level. We need to watch to see how it meets it. That's where it got rejected last week. Now it seems to have consolidated a little bit, and might be coming up to again confront the level and maybe get above it. In terms of the MAs for Ethereum, there we go. Just like Bitcoin, we have a fair bit of support. We are in a more precarious situation than Bitcoin. That's the word. It's a little bit worse because we haven't gained the support of the 200. So Ethereum hasn't been pumping as much as Bitcoin has. So it's trying now to get above the 200. The 20 crossed the 50 upwards, and the 5 is looking to cross the 50 upwards as well. So there is a fair bit of momentum for the up move. We need to get above the 200 on the 1 hour and then stay above it, because that's where we got rejected yesterday. We tried to cross it, and then the next candle. That's what I mean by confirmation. I mean the first candle pierces through it, breaks the second candle, closed above it. It's a rejection candle. Look at the size of those wicks. I wouldn't enter a long phase on this. I would like a nice, it might be red, but less rejection at the top. On the 4 hour, it's the 50, the 200, obviously the 200. The 200 is the 50. The 20 is coming up, but 5 doesn't look so convinced. So we've got 2 hours left in this 4 hour candle. I would like to see the 5 on the 4 hour turn up and make a sustained effort upwards. So continue going upward for the long. I did enter a long in Bitcoin and XRP, and I am keeping my eye on the 2 levels. I am not trading Ethereum at the moment, but if I were trading Ethereum at the moment, I would be looking at the candle and the next one on the 4 hour closing above the 50 if I were longing. And again, in terms of invalidation for Ethereum, what would break the that's XRP. What would break this upward momentum would be breaking the trend line that supported this movement. So this is the break upwards, might have resistance here. If it breaks above it, it can continue. But if we break the trend line downwards and make a lower low, then we are looking at this as a breakdown pattern, and I would follow the 1750 and then the 1650 levels. The 15-minute looks exhausted on the stochastic RSI and the regular RSI, but the 1 hour still has plenty of space to go. That's it from me. Thank you for listening, and after Roy's bets, we'll take questions.
Super. Thanks, Mihaela.
You're welcome.
Let me share. If you want to unshare your screen so we can. Super duper. Okay, so let me hop into XRP, and I'm quite suspicious of this candle here, and I'll tell you why now. I did mention earlier on that when you go to the later time frames on the MAs, the likes of the 6 hour, you had the 20 MA here as support on the 50. So they were like a challenge to break through, yeah. Equally on the 12 hour, there is the 10 here, and the different hours like that were the challenge, yeah. So what I was looking at when the 4 hour, the previous 4 hour turned, is you got this. It was coming down for. I was looking at it to come down to complete its correction from this wave, yeah. Looking at the 786 at about 39.10, it's only got down previously here as far to breaking through the golden pocket at 39.42. This one came down to the golden pocket and got a rejection, yeah. But what I was looking at is when this candle turned, this 5 MA took a sharp turn down, which again is I was surprised it didn't do it earlier, but it did it here, and again part of the formation of the correction. So I was like, okay, that's following form. The 3 hour again following the form with the 5. The same with the 2 hour. Now you can see a lot of these MAs in here are now turned up because of this green candle, but they were all turned down in a spill. They were see the hour there. They were actually all down, looking for a super spill, and we got this spill here, and then we got this happen very very fast, just boom straight up, flowing against the flow of the push down, which again when you look at the likes of the 6 hour, is you can see the battle. You can see there's the 6 hour. You can see the battle between the 10 here, and to be honest, there was the 20 EMA here, and the 10 was turned down, and also the 12, the 5, yeah, the 5 here had turned down, and the 10 was up. So this was the battle. So even when the 12 hour turned, the 5 turned down. So you can see that there was going to be a battle between these two. So XRP has been doing 786 corrections continuously for the last while. Very very dependable. So this time it has broken it, which is understandable because we're coming close to volatility's come back in, coming close to the breakout. But when this happens so fast, is I'm not inclined to trust it as much, because it can come down as fast as it goes up simply because of the nature of that push and pull battle. So for me, it's still in the correction. This is the mid-range high. This is the last lift, the lift before the push down. These happen quite regularly. This one is particularly aggressive. So I said to myself, I better wait until the hour turns. So here's the hour turning, and there's a bit of a push down at the moment. So we'll see if the push down can break this 111, the 100 here, and the 144. Because again, you can see it's been rejected twice already. So this may be the bottom, and we may be heading up. It's definitely doing the double bottom formation for the lift up, and this here, I can easily see how it can be a confirmation. But I don't trust how fast it happened. So that's what I'm just waiting to see what this is going to do. Is it going to continue on up, or are we going to have back to continuation down? So that's where I'm at the moment. There's a tendency again when the session starts in New York, seems to do this push up, potentially to get the draw down. Yeah. So target wise. Target wise, I'm still looking at the correction and 39.10 or so. Yeah, that may already be exhausted, and we're on our way up. If we're on our way up, is, to be honest, I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure where this would be, because if this is the bottom, normally what I would do is I would just put a fib on this. So this will be the impulse, the correction of the impulse, and impulse itself. And then up from here, again, I'll be looking at a 786. So potentially it's going to come up to 41.2 or so. 41.2 or so. However, maybe it will. Let me bring in the 15 minute. 15-minute arc, yeah. So here we are here, yeah. There are times when third drop can get quite a high lift before it comes back down, yeah. So I still think this is going to come down. I still think it's going to come down. But if it was going to go up, again, it would be, just looking at it on the arc, it would be coming up here to a 786 at 41.2. If it did that, I would see this as a double top. Sometimes you get this mountain peak, third drop, and then final peak can be quite high sometimes. And normally when you get that double top, is suggesting that it's heading for a deeper drop. But we'll see how it plays out. I'm still in my short. It got down here, and I was getting into even Stevens, and it didn't last long, and shot up again. So again, I'm still waiting to see what this does. If it goes up much higher, I'll be coming out. So when I look at I'll go into. I'll look at the 5 minute. I'll go in the 5 minute here, yeah. No, I'll go in here because it's easier seeing. I'll go to the 5 minute. I've seen these quick wicks up before, and this looks like a 5 minute impulse that's already complete. So 1, 2. Maybe I'll point this out to you. Do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it just boom shoots up nice and fast, and then again it comes down. It comes down and it continues on, and it's just part of that battle of the MAs where there was a strong, solid push down. It was looking to break. Eventually, it got a push down, and then it got a snap back. And again, this is the lift up at mountain mid-range high for the pull down. We'll see what happens. It does fit into the double bottom scenario, and then the push away as well. So I think we're going to find out in the next hour or two. So that's really where I am. I'm waiting to see about this correction back down at 39.10 or so, maybe a little lower. And then from there is again, I will look for this double bottom formation as well. If this keeps going up, I will come out of my short, and then I will watch to see where this is going to go. Yeah, I'll let this. If it goes up, I'll let it play out, and I look to let it settle, and then I look for a short or I look for a long, depending on how it behaves. So that's it for me. I suppose the simplest thing I can tell you is I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So I'll watch. If it goes much higher, I'll come out. But I think it's actually going to come back down. But that's it. It's a watching game for now. And thanks very much. Sorry I can't be any clearer than that. That's just where it is right now. Okay, so thanks for today's session, and let's see how it goes. I'll keep you updated on the charts as well, and let's go into any questions now, yeah?